All right. Welcome back everyone dito sa latest episode ng Deep Dive. Kasama natin ngayon ang Resident Shogun. Parang Sir Ronald, every time tayo nag-usap, dumadami yung mga Shogunate relics sa likod mo. Where in Hokkaido am I joining you, Sir Ronald? Kamusta ka naman, Sir
Ano
Ronald?
ano yan? Helmet, arrows. No?
Ang ganda ng helmet, Sir
Uh,
Ronald. Parang naiya ako bigla sa helmet ko dito. Toy, sabi mo sa helmet ko? So on that note, Sir Ronald,
it's a
officially
toy.
let me withdraw, magbabaste mo ba? Let me withdraw officially kasi mukhang hinamon mo daw ako sa bare knuckle, ano ba, bare knuckle charity
Safe
event.
house. Safe house. Oo.
A-
Dahil
Anong charity event
pinag-usapan
yan?
namin yung kwan mo eh. Yung, pinag-usapan namin yung kwan mo ni kwan ni Tore. Yung pormahan yung dalawa eh. Sabi ko,
Bakit bare
sabi
knuckle,
nila,
Sir Ronald?
pwede pa kayo? Pwede pa kayo ni Richard? Fundraising? Pwede. Pwede, pero bare knuckle. Ayoko nung kwan. Ayoko nung may mga gloves, no?
Sakit naman, sir. Okay, sige, bare knuckle, pero walang tama sa
Wala lang
mukha.
kami, safe house. Bukas
Alam mo si Manny, si Manny, ano yun? Medyo
sasabihin,
sleazy yun. Medyo sleazy yan. Kunyari mabait yun, pero ano yan?
sasabihin mo, lugi.
Oh,
Sasabihin mo, lugi ka pag tatamaan sa muka. Alam ko na kung saan mo
wala
dadalhin yung
akong
argument.
wala akong sinasabi, ha? Wala akong gagawin na naman yung mga kamalo natin dyan. Sabi na naman ito si Darian na self-egotistical. No, no, Sir Ronald, it's just like, kasi, Sir Ronald, baka magalit si Mommy pag umuwi ako na may mga pasa-pasa. That was actually my issue kaya nga ako nag-taekwondo kaysa other sports because may helmet kami, di ba? We can put helmet and all. Kasi expressly, ayoko yung bugbog ako. In fact, when I got my black belt, we have what we call Korean massage.
Oo.
So half of my body was purple color. I made sure my mom doesn't see it. Kasi kung nakita ng nanay ko yan, susugura
Oo.
niya yung Rizal Memorial. Lahat ng mga taekwondo niya, bubugbugin niya. So because of that, Sir Ronald, pwede tayo mag-bare knuckle pero wala sa mukha para hindi makita ni Mommy. Baka magalit. But,
Hindi ka naman makakapasa, hindi ka naman hindi ka naman makakapasa sa shadow boxing mo sa global.
ayan na. Di mo talaga ako na-forgive doon, no? Kayo ni Garrido, ni Boy Garrido. Kayong talaga you put me down on that. Aminin ko, yung time na yun, kasi para sabi ko, should people know that there's another side to
Imagine ko, imagine ko kung anong habang pinapanood ka eh.
yung mga tao, yung mga pogo people sa BGC, dumadaan, like, what's going on? Ang dami mga Pogo people. Last year pa yun, di ba? Marami pang Pogo sa BGC. Yung mga Pogo, ginagawa ito. Everybody wants Kung Fu fighting. O, ganun, ganun. Ganda kasi ng shoes ko yung yellow Bruce Lee style, Sir Ronald. Kaya naki-feeling ako. Although Onitsuka naman yung original. So Sir Ronald, pag-usapan natin with General Torre yung ating charity event. Bare knuckle, pero wala sa mukha para hindi makita nila mami. Alam mo naman na mahal tayo ng nanay natin, Sir Ronald. We have to, for the sake of, para sa bayan, inang bayan, we have to do that. Now, Sir Ronald, on a serious note, no, um, I'm a bit worried about itong direction ng debate among, let's just say, the Pink Movement Coalition on options for 2028. Kaya the other day with Ranjit Rai, we went through the permutations, no? Kasi meron silang mga surveys na, I mean, he cannot divulge the entire thing, wala pa siyang clearance. But we look at permutation. For instance, Rafi and Risa, for instance, work quite well against kabila naman Aimee and Sara, for instance, right? Lenny is still very, very strong as presidential, ganun, ganun. So, para sa akin, there's nothing wrong with having a conversation na ganon. Yung parang permutation, analysis, ganon. What worries me is parang suddenly it's becoming very factionalized, emotional, nag-cancel culture na yung iba, tira. I mean, all of us have been emotional since yung majority, minority drama, etc. But I think, Sir Ronald, to be honest, without naming names, I think things are getting a little bit out of control, and I think this is too toxic. And to be honest, I think this doesn't reflect. This won't help anyone. This won't help Lenny. This won't help Riza. This won't help the cause. So I don't know. Am I being a bit dramatic again, Sir Ronald, by saying maybe we are getting out of
Hindi
control
naman.
here? Chill lang tayo.
Some, some some personalities from the church, from the business, nanonotice din naman nila yon. Kaya gusto nilang mag-mediate, gusto nilang maging fulcrum sa mga dynamics na ganyan, no? Mag-usap. So far naman, ang tawag ko dyan, dynamics. Hindi pa naman siya fractures. Ibig sabihin kasi sa fractures, papunta na yan sa rupture. Pag nangyari yung rupture, mahirap na ayusin. So, habang dynamics pa lang ay some not only just saner heads. Yung credibility sa all sides na pwede silang pakinggan, tingin ko ay will start to intervene, no? Will start to organize meetings para mapag-usapan yung mga dynamics na yan. At ako, confident ako na moving forward, pagkaayos niyan, then we go the two. Part 2 is the United Front. Sa ngayon, parang yung pink na maganda yung showing nitong midterms have to get their act together. Sometimes victory can be as damaging as success. So, yung as defeat pala. No? So, tingin ko ay ito ay kasama dun sa surprises na nangyari nung midterm election, kasama dun sa mga ginawang mga tactics nung nakarang election at eventually ay it will settle down. Tingin ko papunta naman doon. No? Kaya ako confident ako na maayos naman yan.
Thank you, Sir Ronald. I really, really appreciate that.
Within the
That's
And
very,
then early this year, simulan na yung pagbubuo ng United Front. No? Ayusin muna natin yung ating ranks and then later on, reach out to the independents, reach out to other anti-Duterte forces to form a coalition.
I
Actually,
mean,
napag-usapan natin yan in some of our episodes.
yeah, pero yun nga, Sir Ronald, yun nga. Like, I think it's important that people like us, kasi tayong dalawa, we're known as hecklers, di ba? Ikaw, literally, ikaw yung heckler sa Philippine Star. Ako yung, ako yung medyo respectable heckler. But kidding aside, Sir Ronald, I think it's important for people like you who have authority well, whatever you want to call it. Many people love you, Sir Ronald, and I think it matters what you say. And I understand also on my part, I have to be also make sure we exercise our influence, whatever little influence we have in the best way possible. Kaya ako naman, I felt okay lang naman. We'll be passionately open about our disagreements. Kaya nga sabi ko, agree to disagree muna tayo on a lot of issues, including the Supreme Court decision, among others. We can just agree to disagree and all. Pero ang worry ko talaga dito is parang it's getting toxic na. Okay, let's be honest, Sir Ronald. Why do you think it became like this? Because there's a backstory to this, right? Is it because some people who have been persecuted by the Dutertes and worse feel na parang the least that certain people can do is to make their distance clear, na dapat may daylight talaga between them and the other side of this equation, and parang feeling nila hindi lang walang daylight, parang it's a bit more than that. And I think that's where the emotions and frustrations are coming from. I think people can guess what we're saying here and who we are referring to. But yun nga, like I see the emotions where it's coming from, but what you're reading is, where did this go wrong na naging biglang toxic ng ganito? And I'm not blaming a single person. I mean, I've seen so many reactions and all. Kaya I've expressly tried to hold back na and call for deconfliction and bring back sanity. Like we're all in this fight together for a better Philippines, 'di ba?
Mahirap pag-usapan yung details dito publicly, di ba? Pero basically, ang isang pinanggagalingan kasi yan, dahil united yung mga tao fighting the Dutertes, lalo na nung dark ages ng presidency ni Digong. Tapos nung nangyari yung 2022 election, ay nanggaling ka sa isang defeat. So, yung sabi nga ng iba, may PTSD pa yung mga tao. Yung iba ay masama loob dahil bigla na lang parang nawala yung leadership. Tapos for the past 2 to 3 years, parang medyo may malaking vacuum. May malaking vacuum. Ibig sabihin, hindi nag-consolidate yung mga forces na natalo noong 2022. Tapos bigla ka lang sumulpot sa 2025 na yung mga dynamics na yan, dahil matagal kayo, for 2 to 3 years hindi kayo nagsama, ay medyo magkakaiba na yung inyong mga tactics. So nung sumulpot yung 2025, perhaps may differences sa strategy, ang mas naging dominant ay yung mga differences sa tactics. 'Di ba? At after nung surprising victory nung 2025 election, medyo may mga tampuhan dahil dyan sa mga differences sa tactics na yan. So ngayon siguro ay kinakailangang magkaroon ng summing up na itong mga differences na ito are not necessarily antagonistic, na itong mga differences na ito are not necessarily personal, at baka kinakailangan ding leadership para yung mga troops ng iba't ibang mga people concerned ay to toe the line. Parang minsan nakakadagdag yung mga followers mo o yung mga soldiers mo dito sa dynamics na ito, no, without meaning to do so, no. So
Yeah, yeah. This is very, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think
why
anyone wants
that's
to.
why you need a fulcrum. Some disinterested people na wala sila dito sa pinagdaan ng dynamics, they share the ethos, they share the principles, they share the visions, pero hindi sila nasama dun sa organizational dynamics, has to scale up, no, para pag-usapan ito. So yun, I call it a fulcrum, no? A disinterested fulcrum in the sense na hindi naman sila kandidato. Hindi naman sila ah, magkakasama dito sa pinagdaan ng process, pero people listen to them. People listen to them. So we can leave it at that. Paano, mahirap din malaman ng
Yeah,
mga
yeah, yeah. No, no,
kalaban.
I just want, Sir Ronald, I just want people to feel reassured na unang-una, mga katulad natin na medyo makulit, hindi naman tayo nagbubulag-bulagan when we feel things are getting a little bit out of control. And pangalawa, I think without naming names or even giving hints or something, we're saying that there are certain moral authorities, authoritative figures who could, and who may actually, sooner than later, make sure na tensions are not translate it into fissures, right? Because the last thing you want is mag-fracture itong pink movement, which has really a historic. Sir, can we remind people, ang laki ng chance ng pink movement to go all the way, di ba? Go for gold na talaga. I mean, the more I look at it, parang ano pink movement is the most solid movement that could prevent the return of Duterte's. Like, at some point, I can even see loyalista and a lot of non-partisan people even rallying behind whoever the pink movement chooses. And pink movement is a movement, meaning it's coalitional, it's diverse, it's spectral. So, sir, can you remind again people what is the stake here? Hindi ito yung factional petty fights. The stake is really high. It could be the soul of our democracy. It could be Malacanang and the next administration and future of the Philippines, right?
Saka looking back, baka kinakailangan naman talagang daanan yung process na yon. Halimbawa tayo, hindi tayo disinterested fulcrum eh. Partisan tayo dito eh. We called out people based on our value system based on our analysis Kaya baka hindi naman unnecessary 'yon. Because we have to do it We have to call out people na tingin natin ay medyo nagko-cross ng mga gray zones, no? Pero to fix these things, kailangan natin ng mga tao na hindi tayo, no? Tayo kasama tayo doon sa ayusin no? Kasama tayo sa ayusin. Pero
We're not. Are you saying we're only
makakatulong
part of the
tayo.
problem? Are you saying we can be part of the solution, hindi ba,
Hindi
Sir
naman, I
Ron?
don't call it a problem. I don't call it a problem. I call it a process. No, a process. No.
Process is
Imagine
a
mo,
good thing.
galing tayo dun sa, we were almost decimated no 2019. No, we were defeated in 2022, and then we were able to go back in 2025. Imagine mo yan, yung intensity ng pinagdaanan. Because of that intensity, marami talagang susulpot na dynamics, no? Yung iba mas gustong makasigurado na manalo, others mas gustong makasigurado na hindi nila bibitawan yung mga prinsipyo. Others are somewhere in between. So because of that dynamic, ay talagang magkakaroon ng mga tensions. No?
Yeah, I mean, in
O
a
nag-freeze ka
Freudian,
yata.
no, no, in a Freudian sense, Sir Ronald, no, siguro ito yung mga subconscious na nagbi-build up ng mga frustrations. And a lot of that we expressed for the past 3 years, right? And then now you have overperformance, I would say, not only victory. So I think suddenly people are feeling, oh my God, the stakes are high. Actually, there's a chance by 2028 you will have a pink president or administration. So I think suddenly people, and then that majority minority issue. Kaya ako, my suggestion is, and I texted one of those senators in the picture, sabi ko, why not mag-press con kayong tatlo? In fairness naman, we saw them in one frame the other week. Okay, that's a good step. But press con kayong tatlo, mag-usap-usap lahat, explain to people, show a united front. I mean, literally, I'm reading Leon Bloom's biography now. 'Di ba? Ito yung Popular Front, 'di ba? Noong 1930s.
Yes.
And how difficult it is to put different groups together, even if the cause is so crystal clear. In 1930s, it was fascism, right? So, mahirap talaga, but it has to be done, di ba, Sir Ronald?
Yes, bukas baka medyo start yan dahil bukas ay magbobotohan yung Senado. Most probably, yung may mga dynamics, baka magkakasama sila. So, parang magandang bridges yan kung sakali. Going into itong dismissal ng Senate tomorrow. And by the way, may mga malalaking rally na plano bukas sa Senado.
Oh, right, right. Sir Ronald,
Slogan ay Defend the Constitution.
anong oras for people who are interested to join or something?
9
9 a.m.
a.m. Doon sa converging point nila sa GSIS, and then a short march going to the Senate.
And Sir Ronald, what time do we expect the debate tomorrow in the Senate, and what scenarios you're looking at? Because it looks like the best case scenario is that the Senate will just decide not to discuss this issue until the motion for reconsideration is addressed by the Supreme Court. Some would say see it as a de facto oral argument already as we see it. Dahil while executory, immediately executory, hindi siya final because they're MRs as we speak. So are you
Yun yung
optimistic you can like the good senators could hold the line to make sure at least hindi na ma-dismiss yung trial and hintayin pa yung MR sana?
yun yung best case. Pero yung mga from the very start, dinelay na yung pag-convene ng Senate as an impeachment court. Iba yung kanilang gusto. Ang gusto nila ay tapusin na ito using the Supreme Court decision. No? Tapos kung halimbawa, gawin nila yan tomorrow na wag ituloy yung impeachment court using the Supreme Court decision, yung Supreme Court naman posibleng gamitin yung magiging boto tomorrow para sabihin na moot and academic na yung MR. So parang kasi magiging vicious cycle. The pro-impeachment senators will use the Supreme Court decision para i-dismiss ng 20th Congress yung impeachment. At the same time, pag na-dismiss nila, the Supreme Court may use the dismissal of the Senate to mootage para gawin nilang moot and academic yung mga MR na nakasalang. So yun naman yung mangyayari.
Yeah,
Di ba?
that's a very
Parang
possible scenario.
sounds like a conspiracy. No?
Well, I don't want to say much. I'm still responding to but Sir Ronald, going back to this, what is your read of how the House of Representatives said they're not challenging it, but respectfully they're clarifying the facts of the case. But some would say again, there's a debate on this issue. Kanina lang I was talking to some legal experts on this issue. The fact that you have the Solicitor General drafting that. I know automatic dapat yan, but the way it was drafted was really, really nice, really, really good. And some people are
Maganda.
saying
Maganda
na
yung
parang,
sulat.
yun nga, parang some people are saying, baka there's an off-ramp here. There's a way here for everyone to have a win, right?
Maganda yung pagkakasulat, no? At talagang sinet nila yung mga premises, no? Hindi siya frotting yung pagkakasabi, pero very compelling. Nakausap ko nga yung isang dating justice ng Supreme Court, sabi niya, hindi niya ma-imagine, no? Paano paano hindi papansinin yung MR na yan ng Supreme Court? Dahil meron kang factual basis, no, na very quantitative, meron kang qualitative basis, no, yung constitution at saka yung jurisprudence, no. Tapos hindi humihiyaw yung pagkakasulat, no, very reasonable, at the same time very fair. Kaya ang sabi nga ng mga iba, how can the Supreme Court not not respond to this? If, alam mo, hindi pa kasi nagkaroon ng unanimous decision yung Supreme Court na ni-reverse niya yung kanyang sarili. Hindi pa nangyari yun eh. Kung sakali, baka ito yung first time.
Well, you need
Kung
eight, right? You need eight. I mean, there was a recent ruling I was discussing with Attorney Falsis this kagabi, and there was a recent ruling whereby the Supreme Court revisited as a unanimous decision and all. So I don't know. Maybe there are many ways to read into this, but I'm just saying, while there's a lot of worry that things will not move in the direction of that some people want, there's also I can see a potential also off ramp here. Kaya nga, maybe we're reading too much into this. But how do you see Martin Romualdez? We haven't heard him that much, right? Like parang that was the parang tagal ko hindi siya narinig. But how do you see his speech kahapon? I mean, he slightly seemed a bit nervous, but I think solid naman yung ano eh, malinis yung ano eh. The statement was quite airtight, I would say. And again, I would say constructively conciliatory while firm.
Yeah, defiant and at the same time uncompromising and reasonable, no? So medyo medyo in fairness, no, dahil hindi naman natin siya madalas naririnig. In fairness, maganda yung kanyang speech, no? Maganda yung kanyang speech. Kaya
Yeah, everyone's the boxes are being ticked, and in fact, if you also look at the Philippine Constitutional Association statements by different ex-justices, now you have at least two ex-justices, Supreme Court, sorry, two Supreme Court chief justices.
five former
Yeah,
justices,
yeah.
two of them
Two ex-chief
justices.
justices, exactly. Um, again, it's very constructive, very conciliatory. Like, it's not confrontational, right? So kaya a part of me is hopeful na there could be an off-ramp out of this whereby everyone wins.
Ngayon ako nakakita, Richard, na former justices of the Supreme Court na ganyang karami criticizing their Supreme Court. Usually, tahimik lang yung mga yan eh. Kahit meron silang mga reklamo, meron silang mga objections, hindi sila masyado nagsasalita in public. Ngayon, you have at least five of them, no? Talking publicly, sharply, no? Almost antagonistically. No? Kaya ibig sabihin, may problema talaga. At dapat ma-realize yan nung institusyon. Kailangan ma-realize yan nung gumawa ng unanimous decision na this is not an ordinary situation, no? Ngayon lang ako nakakita ng ganyan katindi na criticism ng five former justices of the Supreme Court, two of them former chief justices, no?
Although, again, not me, but some legal expert would say, remember, initially there was a denial of a version. And then another version was endorsed na by former Chief Justice Bruno. Some would say, if
Yeah,
you read it, it looks like the the version that was not denied anymore and confirmed. That version again seems like going towards an off ramp. Like,
yeah,
with all due respect, we can still find a way out of it. Like I'm just seeing all the parts come
yes.
together. The Solgen, the ex Chief Justices, I mean, even the tone of Martin Romualdez, the Speaker of the House. Kaya nga, it looks like all those parts are moving in the right direction towards an off-ramp.
Yes, yes. Dahil dapat conscious din kasi yung all concerned na other forces might exploit this eh. No? Yung disenchantment ng mga tao sa ating mga already weak institutions ay delikado kung saan pumunta. Kaya dapat tingnan nila yung the forest from the trees. Tingnan nila ito as a societal challenge eh, no? Hindi lang mga institutions natin ito na alam lalo mga, no? At sana higher purpose will dominate
Yeah, sir.
than ambitions at saka cynical calculation.
Yeah, yun nga,
Yeah.
kaya ako,
Dahil others are saying na kaya nadali na husto, kaya pala na forthwith, kaya pala na remand ay
mm,
dahil dito. So nagkakaroon ng ganung klaseng
conspiracy theories and all, yeah.
um,
Cynical thinking, yeah. Spec
yan, na delikado. That cynical na pagsusuri ay delikado for what remains of our institutions.
Absolutely. Kaya nga, again, I think we're quite consistent. So the same way na kanina we're saying, okay,
Electricity.
yeah, just to go back, the same way that we're saying kanina na, we have to find the confliction and make sure we don't create, like fissures and fault lines, but just manage the tensions and all. on the whole pink movement issue. I think that's also the same reason. I mean, at the higher level, at the bigger level, we're saying, you may have disagreements with the Supreme Court or this person or that person, but at the end of the day, you want to preserve the constitutional order, and there's a way to agree to disagree within the constitutional democracy. So I appreciate that. Last part, Sir Ronald. So kanina lang we were looking at the survey. I call it the Kilay curve. Talagang laki ng baba ng numbers ng Senate since last December basically. Don't you think the Senate leadership might feel also some pressure to find also a way out of this, because it looks like there's some backlash against the Senate now. According to sila Okta, for the first time mas mataas ang approval rating ng House of Representatives, so-called lower house, than the upper house. So isn't this supposed to be quite alarming also, at least for the hindi yung DDS camp but the non-DDS leadership?
Ilan yun? Di lang yun, Richard, dahil yung survey before this, isa sa pinakamababa ang binaba yung Senate President. Especially do sa key corridor ng Luzon at saka NCR. Bumaba si Senate President Chis Escudero by more than 14%. No? Nationwide, siguro mga 4-5%. Pero sa NCR at saka Luzon, which is a vital corridor, ang ibinaba niya ay double digit. No? So, hindi lang yung Senate ang bumaba, the leadership of the Senate. Pero I doubt kung itong mga ito na ang dominant sa kanila ay hindi naman higher purpose. Ang dominant sa kanila ay political calculation will adjust. O, yun ang problema ko. Medyo hindi ako kasing hopeful ng iba na sila ay magbabago. No? Dahil
Yeah,
ayun
but
nga,
for the sake of their own self-interest, can they see
from
na
the very
they're
start, sa
risking
kanila
things a
nagsimula
bit
itong
much?
problema. Diba? From the very start, itong fourth with, dapat hindi na umabot dito sa decision ng Supreme Court kung nasimulan ng maayos itong Senate as an impeachment court. At dinelay ng dinelay. At last minute, last 2 minutes before the SONA, doon lumabas yung decision. No? Yung ganun ba na ang dominant sa kanila ay talagang cynical political calculation. I doubt kung itong mga tao ito ay magkakaroon ng road to Kairos. No? I doubt kung itong mga taong ito ay magkakaroon ng redemption this late. No? Kaya sana lang wag nila tayong i-drag dun sa kanilang implosion. No? Sana wag nilang hatakin pababa
Yun
yung
lang.
ating
Yeah.
bansa at institusyon dun sa
Well,
kanilang lack of integrity at dun sa kanilang
whew.
system.
Baka ikaw naman makontempt naman ng Senate, meron mga ganun. Sir Ronald, pinaka last point, because people were wondering ba't wala ka daw sa StoryCon kanina. Sabi ko, nagpapahinga ka, as Superman as you are, Sir Ronald, as samurai as you are, and shogun as you are also a human being. And I gusto ko magpahinga ka, Sir Ronald. Thank you so much for sharing your time. Just on the last note, for those people who are interested to join tomorrow, why should they care, Sir Ronald? Why should people care about this? Why shouldn't people just be cynical and say, ganyan talaga? Why shouldn't people give up on our system? Because many people are saying, hindi ba all of these are signs na talagang this is a broken, rotten system a la Third Republic France? Why should people still have hope? And what is the reason to fight for this? Is
Yeah,
there hope?
because we saw last midterm election, young people are hoping Young people are looking for an alternative leadership 'Di ba? Young people are uh, trying to move away from their indifference. Usually, pag mga bata, hindi yan bumoboto or just kung lang sila spectators Nakita natin itong 2022, 2025 election, they're no longer spectators. Hindi ko sinasabi na meron ng youth vote, pero you can see the emergence of that youth agenda na basically it's about the future. It's about kailangan sagipin natin yung kasalukuyan for the future. Kaya tingin ko itong hope na ito, if given half a chance, will dominate the next 3 years going into 2028. But we have to do our part, especially yung aming generation na sabi nga ni Robin Hood Padilla, palaos na. No? So yun yung tingin ko.
Quite
Meron, in
rich
spite of the
coming from
cynicism,
him. Yeah, it's quite rich coming from.
in spite of the desperation, in spite of the negative aspects of our weak institutions, people are waking up. At ako, yun ang nire-respeto ko. Sabi ko nga kay Randy David, Ngayon ko lang uli nakita ito since the 80s. Itong ganitong klaseng triumph of hope over despair, no? Sana matuloy-tuloy yan. Sana
Dapat ang nickname
matuloy-tuloy
mo,
yan.
Mr. Gen Z, is
At
Sir
the
Ronald.
triumph of integrity of,
Sir Ronald, dapat ang nickname mo,
yeah,
Mr. Gen Z, kasi you're,
yeah.
for all our Machiavellian analysis, I always appreciate your hope. I mean, on a personal note, Sir Ronald, are you surprised at how people are receptive to you in particular? Like, I was surprised how many fans you have. Like, everywhere I go, when they see me, oh, Richard, yun nga, tapos after a few, send my regards to Sir Ronald. Like, can't you see me as myself? Like, why do they always see us as a package? Sabi ko, lalo ito, parating na sa kabilang channel din eh. So, Sir Ronald, personally, on a personal level, are you also surprised by this
Lalo
efflorescent
na,
volcanic
nakita
eruption?
nila yung ating,
No, on a personal
well,
level,
siyempre natutuwa ka rin, no? Dahil ah, ah, na-appreciate yung jokes, na-appreciate yung bardagulan. Pero tingin ko after ng ating bare knuckle fight, baka lesser yung appreciation dahil makikita nila yung aking pagiging bully, no? Yung pagiging bully lalabas eh.
wait
Tapos
lang.
makikita ka na pasapasa yung mukha mo, baka
Wait, lumalapit yata si Mami bigla. On that very reassuring note, Sir Ron, on that very non-violent struggle, Gandhian satyagraha, like, thank you so much, Sir Ronald, for your love and support and for giving all of your energy.
salamat, salamat.
Mahal sa'yo. Oo, and sana magpakabait ka
At
rin.
salamat din doon sa mga nagdasal kay Hermats. Lalabas na siya bukas. No?
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Sir. We continue to pray for strength and recovery. And I know if there's one thing, maybe there's only one thing you and I share aside from being bullies, Sir Ronald, is
Mamas boy.
our moms. Yeah, we're like,
Mamas-
we're the strong mama's boy. Kasi may mga mama's boy na weak. Tayo yung mga strong personality mama's boy. On that note, our love and prayers to you, Sir Ronald. And please also take care of yourself and see you very soon. Very soon, God willing. God bless.
Sige, sige.
Naka lang, Sir.
Bye.
Oh, nainggit na ako sa mga shogun mo. Talk to you soon.